Have you ever felt like this guy when talking to a girl?
Maybe now I can tell her what I came to tell her. Hey, Kumi?
Yes?
I need to talk to you about something important. Uh, I,
Yeah?
well... I can't tell her!
Chances are probably not that bad. But let's be real, we're all scared to ask out a girl at one point in our life. Or perhaps you're more like Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and try to manipulate people to get what you want. Now the crazy thing about these people is that they both have similar issues. And in the dating world, they're known as nice guys and fuckboys. Now, I hate using the term nice guys to describe these people because it's kind of like a buzzword in the dating community, but at least all of you know what these kind of people are like, so I'll give them a proper name. Guys that haven't unlocked their true potential by Guru. It's a little long, but it has a nice ring to it. Now, guys that haven't unlocked their true potential by Guru typically have these kind of traits. They're needy, they want attention, and if they don't get attention, then they get angry. They're scared of what other people think of them. Now, this is a problem because when they start acting like how they are and the other person starts to not like them as much, they will then start trying to make the other person like them, and therefore they aren't acting like themselves anymore. And that ties into what the next thing is not being honest with themselves. So basically they are lying to themselves when they are trying to make someone else happy, saying that this is who I am, but that's really not how they are. Now the last two traits kind of go hand in hand with each other. They either feel unworthy or unattractive, and this kind of creates an inferiority gap, which leads to the person having to prove themselves to feel like they need to earn that person's love or respect. And then there's unattractiveness. So basically, it's how you perceive yourself, and if you perceive yourself as unattractive or unworthy, it will reflect off you, and the other person will see that and think the same thing. The thing about being a guy that hasn't unlocked their true potential by Guru is that you're stuck in limbo. You play it safe to try not to screw things up, and this might make the girl like you, but they will not love you. By doing this, you're basically hiding who you truly are, and you're also hiding your emotions, your motivations, and intentions. And the person doesn't actually know who you are. And this is probably where the nice guy comes from, is the girl will leave the date thinking, man, that guy was nice, and then not think twice about it because it was an unmemorable time. Now let's rub the tears out of our eyes and move on to the Dios of the dating world, or as most people would call them, fuckboys. Typically, these types of people have traits such as overcompensating. Usually this is caused by having a poor upbringing or bad past relationships. So you feel that you were inferior before, so now you feel the need to bring other people down to get sex, fame, and fortune, or attention. And this leads to objectifying, basing their success on how much they got, how many numbers they got that night, how many girls they made out with, and how many girls they had sex with. And then there's false confidence, trying to pretend that they are cooler than they actually are to gain the other person's approval, but really they're not like that at all, and they're really insecure. Next up is honesty. I gotta tell you guys, these guys are real honest people, real sharpshooters. They say what they want, they get the kisses, they get the butt touches, and boom, that's all you gotta do. But on the real note, no, they usually just try to say things to get you to do the butt touches and the so it's not really being honest at all. And they probably don't tell you what their true intentions are, because then they, get what they want and then whoosh, peace out of there. Now, as bad as these people seem to be, they still manage to win people over. How is that possible? There's all these negative traits and they still get what they want? Well, for one, they don't play it safe and are really polarizing, which makes them open to rejection, which actually makes them vulnerable. While that vulnerability may come with conditions, which is either for attention, sex, or for own self-validation, they still manage to get what they're trying to achieve. With guys that haven't unlocked their true potential by Guru and fuckboys, They both have trouble with being honest. They're needy, and their intentions are either unclear or just plain bad. It also doesn't help that both of them reinforce the idea that women are bad after being rejected, leading them down into a darker hole of neediness. It's perhaps even darker than Garlic Jr.'s black hole. So is that it? Is it just guys that haven't unlocked their true potential by guru and fuckboys in this world? Sadly, that is the truth. You're either Gohan, scared of everything and failing at all the important parts in your life, never actually going Super Saiyan, or that dickhead from Death Note that writes in a book and kills people. There is no in between. Just kidding! There's another character you can unlock, and that character is, well, you. You at your final form, at 175%. People that reach their final form has traits such as being honest, confident, they have clear, true intentions, they do things unconditionally, and are able to handle rejection. Now, all these traits lead to one type of person, a person who is vulnerable. Now, vulnerability doesn't mean that the person is weak or gets hurt the most. Vulnerability is when you can be your true self, and if the other person doesn't like you, then you can leave without having to prove yourself to that person. And this is mostly because you don't need external validation anymore. So other external things such as people or whatever don't harm who you are. Now this is really important because now you can be polarizing and have your own views on things and say what you want and show what you mean. Being vulnerable means that you are no longer trying to impress anyone. You're just being more of you. And the best part about that is that when someone's values line up with yours, they won't just like you, they will absolutely love you. This is because you actually stand for something, and you don't view yourself better or worse than people. You see everyone as an equal. Yes, from time to time, you will get hurt, but understanding this will help that, and understanding that it will happen makes you honest with yourself and honest with your emotions. Now, I was trying to find a character that kind of matches all these traits in one, and the closest character that I could come to was Goku from Dragon Ball Z, the Funimation version actually, since he seems to care more about people than just trying to get stronger. And this is especially true in the Cell Saga, where he's basically like a self-help book for Gohan. But as great as Goku is, he still has his flaws, but that's for another video. Anyways guys, this is when you turn off the video, shut off your PS4, your Xbox One, or your computer, and you continue on with your day. So see you guys later.